GTA 5. We're at the second part of the flight school, AA Gamer for Life. We got gold on all the levels. And again, I mentioned in the first video of the flight school that getting gold is nothing that you need to stress over. It really is just a gamer's choice whether or not you want to feel good about having gold. I don't believe it reflects on your 100% of the game as far as just completing the flight school. And to be honest with you, I'm not even 100% sure how the flight school relates to getting your 100%. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't relate to you having to have gold on all of it. And again, what you need to get out of the flight school is to get your flying skill at 100%. Okay, so it really is up to you whether or not you want to get gold on all of it. Pretty much all the beginning levels with the airplane are not too difficult to get gold. When it starts to get harder is when you get into the helicopters. They are a different ball game. To get it done in the amount of time that they give you and to get the helicopter landed, it can be a little bit on the chore side to get it done. So okay, I also mentioned in the previous video of the flight school that I'm Michael, and I am going to get gold on all these. And the last challenge, earning your wings, not going to lie, it took me quite a few tries to get gold. My flying skill is just not up to the level it takes. I'm sure there are gamers out there that can just smoke right through this thing. Can get the plane on a knife edge and then into an inverted edge and then keep it correct. It's even my buddy Demented Priest, which I feel is a better gamer than me. It took him a little bit to get that last challenge done as well. They definitely don't make it easy for you. So again, it's really up to you whether or not getting gold is something that you need to have. There's no achievement. You won't get a free airplane hanger or anything to that effect. To be honest with you, at many points I thought about just doing the videos, just getting silver, because again, there's nothing you're getting for getting gold. So if you're having a real tough time with it, just stick with the silver, man, and just move on. There's plenty in this game that's going to piss you off. So, and then if you're playing online, there's plenty on that to piss you off too. So, but nevertheless, I bared through it. I did get gold, and I'm going to show you how I got it. It'd be nice if there was a fat payday or something, or you got actually something out of this besides getting 100%. But several levels ago, I got my 100%. I could have easily just quit this. So I think you may have to complete the flight school for your 100% if you're going for that, but I don't think you need to get gold in it. Okay, so now we're into the helicopters, and they are a little bit on the challenging side. You need to be quick and not miss any of the markers, and try to fly smooth and not weave around too much. It's definitely about speed and hitting the markers, but then you need to get back and land the helicopter somewhat smooth too. And you're coming in fast and hot, and it's kind of tough to get the damn helicopter to slow down enough to land in the marker. And yes, I know there are people that have done it and are better than me at it, but you don't have to comment on that. Anyway, you start out, and when you go under this bridge, it's going to give you one of the under the bridge challenges here. That's on a different video, but the first time under there, it gave it to me. So
you're looking great out there. You've got this.
okay, this is the helicopter they give you in these challenges, and my buddy Demented Priest, he says that the Frogger helicopter is probably the best handling helicopter in the game. Even better than the Buzzard attack helicopter, and I might have to agree with him on that. Previous to this point, I haven't had my flying skill up to a level, but I noticed right off when I was Trevor that flying was a lot easier with him because his flying skill was almost up all the way. Okay, so as you hit this marker, you got to come up high, circle around, get this marker, and then head towards the airport again. And again, it's all about speed and making these markers. Okay, if you get gold, I definitely believe that you're going to be like right to the edge as far as your time goes. You definitely need to keep the speed up through here. As you can see, you're breaking 2 minutes. You can definitely see the time ticking down. You're like, oh, this is going to be tight, and it definitely was.
There's the landing pad. Go ahead and set her down nice and easy. That's it.
Okay, so that was pretty much picture perfect, but that did not happen on the first try. You can believe that. A few times I came down and basically bounced off of that pavement a few times and got silver quite a few times, but that time I was able to get the gold in. And if I got a comment mentioning that it took you a few tries, I believe you. Okay, now this speed run was no joke either. Basically, you definitely need to keep your speed up, keep your nose down. It's going to work you as far as being high and low. And then, you're going to have to use your RB and LB buttons to turn the helicopter. There are a few that require you to fly through the supports of the bridges, and then you got to cut it around hard, and you need to keep the speed up to get to the helipad or the landing in the airport. And it took me quite a few tries to get this. I was just silver, 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 and just couldn't get the few extra seconds I needed to get the gold in, basically because I was coming in very fast and very hot. To land the helicopter on the mark, they tell you to land it softly or, without basically bouncing off the pavement, but I was able to get it done on this one.
Looking solid. That's it. Keep it up.
Yeah, I was sweating that one, but it gave it to me, and I'm going to take it. And again, all right, so with this marker, I'm getting low. I want to try to be low here, and then I'm going to use the LB to cut it hard, and then I'm lifting back on the stick to kind of slow my speed down so I'm not bouncing off the pavement. And it's like
I can't find much to fault
within
there.
a half a second, that was a son of a bitch to get. And I was very happy to be done with that. Okay, the two skydiving ones took me a little bit. It's really the parachute's a little funky as far as handling the parachute, but it was doable. And we're going to get into that in just a second. Okay, so the first parachute challenge, we're landing on top of a carport or whatever. And then the next one, we're going to have to land on top of a moving semi. And if it takes you a few tries just to get a feel for the way this parachute works, I wouldn't blame you. It definitely took me a few tries.
Hope you aren't afraid of heights. Aim for the target and deploy your parachute when you start getting close to the ground.
Okay, so your LB and RB turns you hard to either side, and then holding them together, pulls your legs up and slows your descent down. Okay, and you see how I do it, but it really is something you just need to do a few times to kind of get a feel for the way the parachute handles. So whatever it takes for you. That was pretty much picture perfect right there. Okay, so with this one, we got to land on top of a moving semi, which is not moving that fast or anything, but it is moving. And it took me a few tries just to kind of get like where the semi is and this and that. So I kind of speed dive down to a good section of it, and then I pull my chute.
It may take several tries, but once you get this down... The drop zone is on the back of a moving truck, so take your time maneuvering with your parachute. It's better to pull your chute early than late. It will give you more time to track the target and try to match its speed.
Very nice.
That was really impressive.
That may take you a few tries, but like I said, you kind of get a feel for how I did it in the videos, and then it might take you a few tries just to get a feel for this. Okay, now this damn earn your wings one took me a while. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, my flying skill is just not what it takes to get this thing done. Okay, now the key is, as you can see, the best time is 250 to get gold. And as you can see, my best time says 252, which means I made it so close. Okay, now the trick is that you really need to hit these bonus markers the way they tell you to. So if you need to knife through it, if you knife through it correctly, you'll get a minus 2 seconds off your time, which you need all these bonus minus times to get your gold in. And obviously to fly smoothly to the markers so you don't have to circle around to your next ones. So it's going to work as far as like getting it, like soon as you get to this one that's inverted, you need to come correct and hit the marker smoothly so you can keep a nice speed run going. Alright, so I was able to hit our first 2 bonus levels. It doesn't matter which way you knife, as long as you knife through it. As you can see, I got a minus 2 seconds there, and all that really comes into play as far as making your gold. And I made gold with, I don't know, a half a second to spare. That's how tight it was. And I'm not going to lie that it took me many, many tries to get this. So if you get it on your first 2 tries, hats off to you. You're a much better pilot than I am. And again, if you're having a real tough time with this and you got silver, don't worry about it, man. Just move on. There's no achievement. You're not getting any money or a airplane hanger or whatever.
Looking good.
But I was able to pretty much fly a nice smooth run here. Got some bonus times hitting these markers, and it really does make a difference.
Awesome. Nicely
Whoa.
done.
Definitely a little close on that. As I can see, my time, I know I'm doing pretty good here.
Very nice.
But this last, you know, you can see, oh man, I'm doing good, you know. And I can see that the time is like right there. And I'm just flying for everything I got. And what was that, like 0.2 of a second before I hit 250? I mean, it was rough. And if it took you a while to get gold, I can totally understand that. So, nevertheless, that takes care of the flight school, all gold. I hope some of the tips in there helped. Again, not many tips in here can help you with this. It's just something you're going to have to do if getting gold is something that you want to have. But if it ain't something that you're overstressing, don't worry about it. Again, getting your flight skills up to 100%, it's all needed. AA Gamer for Life. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.